the moment, tonight is the night.
Hey guys, it's Crypto Meow Analysis coming at you with an update video on Ghost, Aavegotchi. So at this point, I have a member, or I have a sub who donates actually a lot, and they're like $20. Thank you so much for that. That's amazing. Like, that's crazy. That's really good. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So I'm gonna start it because I know you're probably gonna ask for it all the time and you donate. So like, don't even worry about it. I'll start it now and I'll just add it to my rotation. So, I think you're like this. You're like the highest donations of everyone right now. So, you're totally fine. I'll just add this to my rotation and make an update video for you every couple days. So thank you. I really appreciate that. Anyway, let's get right into it. I think I remember talking about this coin. 89 million fully diluted. 89 million. The total supply matches the circulation supply, off by 2, but that's nothing. It looks like all the coins are in circulation. You can see that everything was released back in 2021. Initially, it was all basically released, and the price was at 47 cents. And then, obviously, there was more released here. But it looks like everything's released now. So this is a good sign. That means that you can't basically just create more coin or release more coins into circulation, which dilutes your shares, which lowers your price. So I'm really bullish on it. I think that's really cool. And also not to mention, this thing broke its all-time high. Let's see, all-time high. Oh wait, a month ago. Yeah. So it broke its all-time high literally a month ago. So it's really bullish. This thing's about to go into the price discovery mode. And keep in mind, if you're in a crap coin like me, not really crap coin, but you know what I mean, that's not really moving. There's no way, like, the majority of coins haven't broken their all-time high. There's a very select few. Like, I know Pepe broke its all-time high, and Pepe's really bullish. I know, okay, for example, Aavegotchi broke its all-time high, and that's really bullish. And so I know there are a couple other coins too. So this thing's on Binance too, so that's really bullish. So let's get right into it. August 2021. 2020, September 2020. So let's see. There we go, October 2020. So September, October. Sure, we'll take that. So check this out. Let's look at the RSI and the stock RSI. As you can see, we had a huge candle up in the green, and we fell back down. We are in a bull run because relative to where the price was before, we did make a higher high, right? And then this thing never came back and hit oversold. So if it does come back and hit oversold, I guarantee we're going to make a higher low. So just keep that in mind. Now, it's really interesting because, look, I don't know if I did this last time or not, but if you take your fib from this high to the low, you can see we hit the 3618 and we topped, right? And then usually they go to the 1618, so this thing was extremely bullish. So if we take our fib from this high, which was 2021, obviously, and we take it to this low, the 3618 is going to be, if it does the same thing, it's going to be $173. I think that we should take it a step at a time. Obviously, once we break the $3.29 mark, which is a strong resistance, we tagged it once and we broke under, $8.41 is in play. Okay. Once that happens, then I think that Aavegotchi can go up to $38 in a macro bull run, obviously. And that from today is around a 20x. And if it's going to do the same thing that it did last time, then it's going to 3618. Then that would be around 100x. So is it crazy for Aavegotchi to be to go 100x? Let's look at that. So a 10x would put it at 900 million. 100x would put it at 9 billion. So you're telling me that a meme coin with no utility and no development whatsoever can go to $80 billion, and Aavegotchi, a real coin, can't go to 9 billion? I think it's very possible. I think that with given the team development and everything like that, constant updates, the devs working, which it looks like they are. And I remember that just a couple months ago, this was at like 14K, or not a couple months, but when I first looked at this was at it might have been 17K. So they are gaining followers. They are putting out news, and so I think it's good. I mean, if you let's look at their website. So I mean so like the VR gaming coins haven't ran yet. I know which one, Decentraland. Decentraland was a big one last bull run, right? So let's see if it's like if this is running yet. No, it's not running. You can see it's sideways. Somnium Space is another one. So you really want to compare it to like other projects, right? VR and games. Axie Infinity, right? Yeah, so Axie Infinity, this thing was a beast last bull run. Do you guys remember this? It literally went to $155, and then it didn't rug pull, but it just dropped, right? So you're telling me that this thing went to 10, almost 20x, so like $20 billion, and Aavegotchi can't go 10, right? $9 billion. So keep that in mind when you're investing in these coins. You really want to look at the competitors, and you want to see how high they went. So Axie Infinity, SLP, and these other gaming coins in VR and gaming tokens. I consider that all in one. So anyway, let's look at the areas of support. So the RSI isn't oversold yet. I wouldn't buy. So like if I'm you, Peter, the guy who donated. If I have my bag like I have my bag with Elon, I wouldn't even bother dollar cost averaging down now because I want it as cheap as possible. So if you take your fit from the low to the high, you can see that we're almost at the 0.5. But if we tag from the 0.5 and we consolidate, fall by, move up, and break the all-time high, make new all-time highs, that's great. Good, I already have my bag. But if I want to get it as cheap as possible, based on all of the stats, what's going to happen is you could still basically bleed out for a couple months, and the next area of support is $1.36. What this move is going to do, which is going to be around a 19% drop, it's going to push this closer to the oversold. I don't know if it's going to push it in the red like it was here, or if it's going to tag from the RSI. But I do think that anything between $1.02 and $1.36 is going to be a reversal point for Aavegotchi, because either it's going to go here or the RSI is going to go extremely oversold, and then we're going to move up from there. So keep in mind that if that does happen, we are still maintaining market structure, and we can still basically maintain a uptrend. And you really want to see that. You really want to see your coin going oversold, but the price making a higher low, because you already know a higher high is in play. So if that happens and this comes here, we're still making a higher high. And when this thing reverses and this goes back up, you're going to make a higher high on the RSI. So at that point, the price will probably hit the 1618 at, so $8.60. And then you're making a higher high. So higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? So that's what I think. Again, if you're in it, it's pretty boring right now. I get it, because you pumped and now you're just sideways, right? You're pumped, you're sideways. And this does kind of look like a bull flag to me. So yeah, I do really expect something like this to actually happen exactly like this, where you came, you consolidated, you kind of had a nice bounce here, but you didn't have a bounce there, and now you're consolidating. How long did this consolidate for? Yeah, so like a month. May, June, July. Yeah, so 2 months. How long has it been since this? So April, May, June. Yeah, so I would think that in June, it would probably go like this, kind of like what it did here, where it starts going back up. And again, once it breaks the ceiling, then the 1618 target is in play. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. I hope you like my video. Please like, subscribe, comment. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for the donation to the channel. I really appreciate that. That's amazing. Thank you so much. And yeah, I added this to my rotation, so don't even worry about it. I'm gonna keep looking at your coin. So thank you. I really appreciate it. And I will catch everybody in the next video. Thank you.